siege, the Stallions. The Ducks will put it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stallions offense will have the ball first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stallions send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the ball for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Running through contact. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke
Sometimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. Rush is on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Wants to throw. It's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Direct snap. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pressure coming. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Stallions will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands, it's Moore. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he got loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Off-play action. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead. First period as we look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll try the left side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Reads it, fires complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the move, it's Hill. Creates a little room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Off play action on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Stallions are on the move.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. And finally out of bounds downs after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. They'll try to pound their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown Ducks! From the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lincoln. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside, and he loses the football on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Stallions will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks. Go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. He is going no. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. And he drops it just off of it at the last minute.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Stallions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Rides the back on the option to give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field, and they're so fast, but they're so thickly built, they're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you can tell they didn't get there fast enough, and those somebodies need to get there quicker for them if they want to get this guy on the ground.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And the Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beat down is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Stallions send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
And the Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. The Stallions will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Runs through the tackle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Lincoln. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll give it to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the run, it's Etienne. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Stallions will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Give to the running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, what a cut! Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the ground. Got some room.